What's good? Film freaks in the building.
You already know.
Bats, Imax. We here. We done hit you on the head. We done hit the streets.
You know, we out here.
You know what I mean?
We out here.
As a young kid say, we out here. You know what I mean? So, we hit y'all with Stand Up at the Movies.
Yes.
We hit y'all with Fast and the Furious. Which is awesome.
Yeah, that was
crazy, I mean?
Man, all that was awesome.
Crazy vicious.
I'm still living off. I'm still tripping off.
Everybody is, man. Everybody is. Dope show. If you didn't see the shows, you can check out the shows on YouTube. Searches The Film Freaks, and you can check out the show. A lot of people don't know that originally, The Fast and the Furious, they already had a movie called The Fast and the Furious that came out in 1955.
Wow.
People didn't know that.
Old school jump.
And that's what this show that we're doing today is all about. It's all about films and their dope remakes. You know what I mean? We did sequels before.
Right.
But sequels and remakes are two totally different things.
It's two different chapters.
Nah, two totally different things. You can have a sequel that's not, it's never not a remake of the same film per se. You know what I mean? It's like it's something different in film. So these are remakes of films that were old and now they're new. Dig it?
Not necessarily better neither. We'll talk about
Not necessarily better. Yeah, I mean, not necessarily better. So the first film out the gate, since we did The Fast and the Furious, the whole series, here's the 1955 version of Fast and the Furious. So check out the trailer and we'll be right back to rap about it.
Ahead. Better fill up before dark.
You can do better than that.
All right, look at the gas gauge.
Folks.
Fill her up.
Right. Keys.
Huh?
You want the gas from the gas tank, don't you?
Could you tell me where the ladies' room is, please?
It's over there, lady.
Thank you. Excuse me.
That was Fast and the Furious, 1955, directed by John Ireland, starring John Ireland and Dorothy Malone. So he was all over that joint.
Yeah, man, he made it and he was in it, so you know he put it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he ain't really getting too much money for it because you can actually get this right on YouTube. No bullshit, no Netflix, nothing. You go on YouTube, watch this whole movie with no interruptions,
no problems,
straight up and down. So I don't know, but it is what it is. But this is not a remake of The Fast and Furious necessarily. The producers of The Fast and Furious that came out in 2001 actually just bought the rights to the title.
Okay.
But it still has racing in it. It still has the same thing. But whatever, you can actually watch all that shit on YouTube and go check it out your damn self. You know what I mean? So this is an easy one. You don't even need us for this one. You can just go on YouTube and check it out. It was shot in 9 days. It's real quick, black and white.
Quick joint.
Yeah, bang bang chicken wing. You know what I mean? It was a real quick bang bang chicken wing. They directed it, shot it, it was done. So that was the Fast and the Furious remake, or the original Fast and the Furious. And the next original, or is it the remake? The next remake we're doing is
we're gonna do True Grit.
True Grit. So
them joints is crazy, man. True Grit, bro. Woo!
So check out the remake of True Grit.
In your 4 years as U.S. Marshal, how many men have you shot?
Shot or killed?
Let us restrict it to killed so that we may have a manageable figure.
Mr. Cogburn?
What do you want, girl?
I'm looking for the man who killed my father. The man's name is Tom Chaney, and I need somebody to go after him.
What's your name?
My name is Mattie Ross.
Are
you some kind of law?
I'm a Texas Ranger. I know Cheney. It is at least a two-man job taking him alive.
Marshal Coburn? Can we depart this afternoon?
We.
I'm going with you.
Congratulations. You've graduated from marauder to wet nurse.
He's being followed.
What do we do, Marshal?
You missed your shot, Cogburn.
Just let this go.
I thought you were going to say the sun was in your eyes. That is to say, your eye.
You got a lot of experience with bounty hunters, do you?
That is a silly question. I am 14.
You can run on for a long time.
Time for you to go home.
I don't like you. I will not go back, not without Cheney, dead or alive.
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
Cheney's here! Help me, Marshal!
Now what, Cogburn?
Them boys don't think about the wrath that's about to set down on him. Cheney and his gang are a rough lot.
I do not regret shooting your father. I will kill this girl!
Biggest mistake you ever made.
Tell them that God's gonna cut you down.
Help me!
I can do nothing for you, son.
That was 2010's True Grit.
Man, that was one of my jaws, man.
That was super, super dope John, man. Directed by Joel and Ethan Coen. Starring Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, and Hallie Steinfeld. She was 13 years old when she got this role.
Excellent job.
She was awesome in this. She was 15,000 girls applied for this role, and she got it. She earned it, every bit of it.
She embodied the whole character, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she did.
The proper jump off, man. I enjoyed that, you know what I mean?
This was the Coen brothers' first PG-13 film since Intolerable Cruelty.
Wow.
You know, usually they do, you know what I mean? It's up real pretty. Real crazy bitches, gunplay and all that kind of stuff. So hats off to them for True Grit. Now, True Grit originally was
John Wayne joint?
John Wayne. John Wayne.
You know I'm usually full about John Wayne.
Yeah. John Wayne. Is it me?
What the fuck you mean, John Wayne?
Yeah, I mean, so we gonna check out the trailer of the original True Grit, and we gonna come back and rap about it. Feel free.
Says Life magazine, True Grit is good enough for me. It's good enough for you, and if it isn't good enough for some movie company, then the free enterprise system is really going to hell. Move along.
They tell me you're a man with true grit.
Well, what do you want? Speak up.
I've already wrinkled the paper. It's pretty loose because your makings are too dry. I'm looking for Tom Cheney.
Well, who's he?
He's the man that shot and killed my father, Frank Ross.
Says the New York Times, as touching as it is irreverently amusing.
Marshal Rooster Cogburn and I are going after the murderer, Tom Cheney.
How did you light on that greasy vagabond?
They say he has grit.
He's a notorious thumper. He's not a man I would care to share a bed with.
Nor would I.
And now, Paramount Pictures presents the Hal Wallace production, True Grit. Starring John Wayne as Rooster Cogburn, the most colorful character he's ever played.
If I smelled as bad as you, I wouldn't live near people.
Kim Darby as Mattie Ross.
My God. She reminds me of me.
Glenn Campbell in his first big screen role.
A little earlier, I gave some thought to stealing a kiss from you, although you are very young. And you're unattractive to boot. But now I'm of a mind to give you 5 or 6 good licks with my...
That was True Grit 1969, starring the boy John Wayne. John Wizzy.
I didn't really know he got busy like that with the hammers, man.
Listen, you watch a lot of these old movies and you'll start seeing a lot of the stuff that goes on in these old, new movies. And already went on in these old movies, and this is definitely one of them. This was starring John Wayne, Kim Darby, as she played Maddie.
And that was a good shit. I like, you know, she had a
little short hair.
Yeah, right.
She was cool in this joint, like. But John Wayne didn't like her.
Wow, for real?
Yeah, he said she was the lousiest leading lady that he ever had in his whole career.
But she was like a kid, though.
Yeah, listen, John Wayne was John Wayne. Yeah. You know what I mean? So what are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
That's why Flavor said what he said.
That's exactly what I said. What he said. But this was the only film John Wayne won an Oscar for. Out of all of the films in his entire career, this is the only film that he got an Oscar for. And this is a good flick. True Grit was definitely dope, and I guess that's why the Coen brothers said, "Yo, let's remake this joint." You know what I mean?
That joint was pure awesome.
And that's where remakes really come. Where they should come from the directors or the people producing it, loving the original and wanting to do this a remake and actually do it justice. So that's what they did with Fast and the Furious. That's what they did with True Grit, and that's also what they did with the next movie, 12 Years a Slave. So check out.
Wow, that was important. Bro.
Check out 12 Years a Slave, and we'll be right back.
I want to ask you what part of the country you come from.
I originate from Canada. I guess where that is.
Oh, I know where Canada is. I've been there myself.
Well, travel for a slave.
Solomon Northup is an expert player on the violin.
I was born a free man. Lived with my family in New York.
Be good for your mother.
Until the day I was deceived.
To Solomon.
Kidnapped. Sold into slavery.
Well, boy, how you feel now?
My name is Solomon Northup. I'm a free man, and you have no right whatsoever to detain me.
You're no free man. You're nothing but a Georgia runaway.
Went down to the river Jordan.
And that servant that don't obey his Lord shall be beaten with many stripes. That's scripture.
The condition of your laborers, it's all wrong.
They're my property.
You say that with pride.
I say it as fact.
Drink!
Man does how he pleases with his property.
You come here.
I said come here!
Days ago, I was with my family in my home. Now you tell me all is lost.
If you want to survive, do and say as little as possible.
My soul arising.
Well, I don't want to survive.
For the year when joy.
I want to live.
Don't you know something?
I did as instructed. There's something wrong. It's wrong with the instruction.
Master brought you here to work. Any more, I'll earn you 100 lashes.
I know what it's like to be the object of Master's mash. In his own time, good Lord will manage them all.
I will survive. I will not fall into despair. I will keep myself hardy till freedom is opportune.
I was a free man. I'm not a slave.
12 Years a Slave.
12 Years a Slave, man. 2013, directed by Steve McQueen, written by John Riley, man. This was awesomeness, man.
Yo, a classic. I must say.
Yeah. This was one of them classics. I remember people was all about every time we do a movie, gotta do a slave movie. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? They got like 250 movies about the Holocaust. You know what I mean? This was a dope flick. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's dope. Dope is dope. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about that scene where he was hanging on the jaw and he was on his tippy toes.
Yeah,
and then, you know, the whole town was walking around.
Steve McQueen did his thing with this flick, man.
Piece of cinema.
Did his thing with this flick.
Listen.
I can't complain.
And we gotta say it was based on the book by Solomon Northup.
Yep. Yeah, I mean.
And of course it starred Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, he murdered that role, man. Like,
deserve all the accolades.
I was really surprised that he didn't get best lead actor in that film, but he was awesome in this flick. Michael Fassbender was awesome in this.
Killed it.
And
we don't know about Peter.
Nah, I mean,
ooh, that
Peter
dress,
Dungo.
you already know. But
this was her film debut, and she killed this, man.
Oh man, excellent job.
Yeah,
she deserved all the accolades as well. She definitely went to the next level.
So this was a seriously dope flick, but you didn't know that this was actually a remake. A lot of people didn't know that.
I know I didn't know.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know. So we're gonna show y'all the exclusive Film Freak trailer of 12 Years a Slave, the original, and we're gonna come back and talk about it.
My. You fellows don't give up easily, do you?
Nope. No, we don't.
Well, come on in. Sit down. Well, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
We're businessmen, Mr. Northup.
We're very sensitive to the needs of people. That's how we make our living, giving people what they need. And they need your music.
I don't know. My wife is away, and,
We can guarantee you'll be back before she has a chance to miss you. And if you come back with a lot of money in your pockets, she can't rightly get too mad now, can she? What? Do we have a deal?
yes. I'll accept your offer.
Congratulations. Well, we'll pick you up in the day after tomorrow, about 9 o'clock.
Right.
And we'll drink a toast to it tomorrow. You're going to like Washington, Solomon. Jim Birch is looking forward to meeting you.
Jim Birch?
A rich friend of ours in Washington. A real music lover.
A toast to your success, Solomon.
Won't do you no good to fight. Them chains made of iron. What is this? Where am I? Graham? Hamilton? How I get into these chains? Best you hush. Where is this? Where am I? You're in Washington. This the pen. You're gonna be sold. Sold? No. No. I'm a free man.
That was Solomon Northup's Odyssey, 1984.
That shit was powerful. I'm kind of at a loss for words.
Listen, man. I remember when 12 Years a Slave came out. Like, I'm the type of person that when a film comes out and I like it, I do research on it. That's what I do. You know what I mean? Right. So when I found out about this film, and then like a lot of people were giving this big huff and puff about slave movie and all this, that, and the other, and what and that. So I'm like, let me do some research before I get into any arguments with these people out in the street.
You know what you're talking about.
So I got facts on facts about it. Right. You know what I mean? That's how I found this. That's how I found this, and I was like, wow. It was directed by Gordon Parks.
The great Gordon Parks.
Back again. We were talking about Gordon Parks a couple episodes. Yeah. We talked about that talked about him a couple episodes ago. Directed by Gordon Parks, starring Avery Brooks.
Yeah, remember him from back on the TV show.
Yo, and A Man Called Hawk.
Yeah, right.
A Man Called, you remember A Man Called Hawk? He was in what's the joint?
Was it Spencer?
He played well, A Man Called Hawk was a spin-off, a Spencer for Hire, and he was on Star Trek. Was that The Next Generation?
Oh yeah, the boy with the jar.
Yeah. He was Star Trek, and he was also in what's the joint with Ed Norton? How do we? So we got so many movies going on in our head that we totally forget about some movies. Like it's like a ton of stuff going on there. But he starred in American History X.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, American History X. So Avery Brooks was awesome in this.
Excellent job.
Awesome in this. I mean, both films were based on the Solomon Northup book, 12 Years a Slave. So they have similarities. but this was older, but it was gritty and it was raw and Gordon Parks.
It was more raw.
Yeah. Gordon Parks really did his thing. This wasn't never in the theaters though.
Nah.
This was like one of those Channel 12
like a movie, like you watching in class or something.
Yeah, one of them type of special joints or whatever like that. So it wasn't in the theaters. That's probably maybe why some of you've never heard of it. But I've heard of it. Tone's heard of it. And we're telling you guys about it so you can go check it out. You know what I mean? You can definitely go check it out. So that was super, super dope. 12 Years a Slave, Solomon Northup's Odyssey. Definitely dope to check out. Awesomeness.
Damn, that's too real for TV,
yo,
bro.
That joint was real. That joint was real. You gotta get up. I can't reiterate enough that you gotta check this flick out.
Gordon Parks too, man.
You gotta check this flick out. Definitely gotta check this flick out. So, on the flip side of that, we're gonna go into the next film, which is Scarface.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Which one we gonna do?
We're gonna do the remake first.
We do the remake first.
Do the remake.
The one everybody.
The one you know about. You know about. I know about.
That
to my little friend. You know what I say, Tony? I didn't say Tony. Huh? How you get that scar on your face, huh? I mean, check out the trailer for Scarface and we'll be right back.
Okay, so what do you call yourself? Huh? ¿Cómo se llama?
Antonio Montana. And you? What you call yourself?
Where'd you learn to speak the English, Tony?
In a school. And my father, he was from the United States. Yeah, just like you know. He was a Yankee. He used to take me a lot to the movies, you know. I learned. I watched the guys like Humphrey Bogart, James Cagney. They teach me to talk. I like those guys. I always know one day I'm coming here, United States.
1980, Miami. They called it Little Havana, where the American dream had a price tag, and only one man in a million was hungry enough to pay.
This country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the woman.
Scarface. For one brief moment, the world was his.
A chick he's with. She liked me.
You must be kidding.
What you talking about? That's a Cadillac.
How do you know?
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
Man, that's the boss's lady, okay?
I am the boss. That guy's soft. I like you, Tony. There is no lying in you. Here's to the land of opportunity.
We've been since together a long time.
I know the street. And I'm making all the right connections.
Remember I told you when you started, the guys who last in this business are the guys who fly straight.
With the right woman, there's no stopping me. I could go right to the top.
The word on the street, Tony, is you're not a small-time punk anymore. Supreme Court says that your privacy can be invaded.
You sweep the house this month?
You're spending a lot of money on this counter surveillance.
We're doing 10 million, 15 million a month. Come on. Now that's serious money, you know? Your bank boys gotta come down a bit.
Who else can you trust? That's why you pay us what you do. You trust us. You're in good hands with us.
Al Pacino is Scarface. He loved the American dream with a vengeance. Al Pacino, Scarface.
That was 1983 Scarface.
Yes, sir.
Dope, man. Like, this is like essential. You know what I mean?
Essential watching on all levels.
On all levels. You know, it says, you know who you are? A bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? Because you're scared to be who you want to be. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Will that make you good? You ain't good. You just know how to hide. How to lie. I love Pacino in this flick, man. Everybody loves Pacino in this flick.
I think this is one of his more defining roles, even though it's
Well, he actually said this was his favorite role.
I can understand.
Yeah, I mean, this was his favorite role. Directed by Brian De Palma, written by Oliver Stone while he was in recovery from cocaine addiction.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, splash, splash, and the yo-yo.
Wow.
And this is so classic because, like, everybody's either, like, especially in hip hop, it's a staple in hip hop. Like this movie right here just like hip hop took it and they just ran with it, man. Originally it was rated X when he submitted the movie. At first it was rated X, and I mean it earned a rated X.
Ultra violent at its best.
Yo, this had to be the most violent, pornographic, degeneratized flick that was given to the public ever. You know what I mean? Especially in 1983.
Yeah, early in the game.
You know what I mean? So this was super dope though, man. Robert De Niro was actually up for the lead role as Tony Montana, but he declined.
I wonder how that would have worked out.
I don't know, man, but I can't see nobody else but Al Pacino playing this.
Pacino murked that role.
Yeah, I mean, Al Pacino, Michelle Pfeiffer,
Yes.
she was awesomeness in this, man. Awesome, that little dresses and stuff she was
Oh yeah, everything was like a slip.
Everything was like a teddy. Yeah.
On the streets, it was like a gown.
Yeah. She was awesome in this. So I know you already. I ain't even gonna tell you. You gotta check out Scarface. I know you already checked out Scarface, but I know what you didn't check out.
Yeah, here's you didn't check out.
Here's what you didn't see.
Here's what let them know.
You didn't see the original Scarface.
I didn't just see it till recently.
I
just watched it.
We just put Tone onto it. Now we're about to put you onto it. Check out the trailer for the original Scarface.
Scarface. In the 1920s, the United States was reeling under the impact of prohibition. The sale of whiskey, wine, and beer was prohibited by law, but there were many willing to break that law. Gangsters took over. Crime flourished. Mobs fought each other for prime territories.
There's no use arguing with this joint. Ziegler runs it himself. Step on it.
And blood flowed in the streets. From Hitman.
That was a fine job, Tony. Remember, that's only chicken feed. You stepped into big company.
To gang boss. This is the story of Scarface Tony Camonte, his lust for power, for fancy women.
Don't work too hard.
I just finish up tonight. Now I play a while.
His drive to be number one.
Next time I catch you in a place like that again, I'll kill you.
You're telling me what to do. What I'm doing, fellas, is my business.
Starring Paul Muni as Scarface, and Dvorak, George Raft, and Karen Morley. The crime scenes in this film are based on events that actually happened.
Don't you know it's Valentine's Day?
Camonte killed Renato. Put up a fight when they tried to take him and hold up on that steel fort of his. Get him.
What's the difference? Your fault, my fault. Just so she's here, that's all what matters. I'm not afraid. I'm like you, Tommy. That's the way to talk. You're not afraid, huh? Come on, which door?
Produced by Howard Hughes. Directed by Howard Hawks. Scarface.
Hey, look at that monkey there. They think they're gonna get Tony Camonte, eh?
Yo, that was the original Scarface from 1932.
1932, man. This was produced by Howard Hughes, man.
Oh man, I didn't know this movie was gonna be that dope, cuz.
Listen, man. I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. Okay. I saw this flick. When I got it, I bought it, and I already heard about it a ton of times or whatever like that. So, because I'm into that.
Right.
So I watched it. And after I watched this flick, I was watching gangster movies, 1930s gangster movies for months. I couldn't get enough, man. I was calling girls dames and all that kind of stuff in the street.
Broads.
Broad, you dumb broad. Shut up. You know what I mean? I didn't smack anybody.
All I can say is, Tony Montana in a new Scarface, he was a killer. This Scarface was a gangster.
He was a gangster.
Certified gangster.
Yeah. What was that? Paul, was it Mooney?
Paul Mooney. Not the comedian.
Not the Mooney. Karen Moley, Ann Dvorak.
Yep.
Directed by Howard Hawks.
Nice.
Dope flick, man. This flick was so dope. This flick was so dope that it was rumored that Al Capone had his very own copy of it. That's how gangster this joint was. That the original gangster had a copy of it back at the crib so he could check out on deck. You know what I mean?
Dialogue was awesome. You know, when it was
when the boy talk, when he found, you gotta see the part where he finally got a Tommy gun. When Tony finally got a Tommy gun. Look at it. You can carry it around like a baby. Oh, Tony, get out of my way. I'm about to spit. Yo.
That's one of the best parts ever.
That's the best part, man. That's the best part. And it's tons and tons of elements in the new Scarface that was in this Scarface.
We're watching the same movie in certain parts.
Yeah, in certain parts. It was a lot of the same elements. They're actually aren't they supposed to be doing another remake of this?
Supposed to be doing another remake with the Mexican drug cartel. On some new school 2015 flavor.
Yeah. So watch out for that. You heard it here from the Film Freaks first.
We'll put you on later on. We get more details.
Yeah. But this Scarface is if you're in the films, this is a must see.
Must.
You must see. Or I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna be ready to spit. Yo, you gotta check that joint out, man.
It's a must see. I'm thinking that's like my favorite remake on the show. And plus I'm just fresh off of it.
Yeah.
You gotta
check out Scarface. Check out the original Scarface 1932. Directed by Howard Hawks. Check out Fast and Furious, which is on YouTube. You can check that out. You can check out Solomon Northup's Odyssey, which you can't really find. I got it on DVD, so you can go on eBay. Go on eBay or go on Amazon. You might be able to find that. And True Grit you can find all over the place. You can buy that, whatever like that. And that's it, man. That's the show.
Oh man, another one in the can.
Another one, man. Another notch in the belt.
And this time we got a couple flips we about to go check right now.
Yeah. We about to go check out the movies tonight.
It never stop, man.
It don't stop. It never stop. I went to the movies last night. I'm going back again tonight. You know what I mean? This is what we do. So continue to watch, continue to give us love. We loving the attention that we're getting. You can check us out on Facebook, www.facebook.com/freaks4films. You can search us on YouTube, The Film Freaks. Check us out. We're there. This is what, like the 11th, 12th episode or something like that. We chucking along, you know what I mean?
We ain't even cracked the surface yet.
Yeah, we ain't even get busy with y'all for real.
We just warming up.
You know what I mean? We coming. You know what I mean? We coming for y'all. We gonna be down at your movie theaters, checking y'all out, seeing what's going on with y'all. So don't be shy. You see us with the cameras and stuff like that. Try to shy away, cause I'll chase you down. You know what I mean? I got my man right here. He got long legs. He on the camera and he catch you. You know what I mean? It ain't about nothing with that.
We gonna bring out the drone so you really
listen. It's gonna be you gonna be under surveillance for the film freak surveillance. Film freak surveillance. You know what I mean? So that was remakes, movies and their remakes. Check us out, Facebook. Check us out, YouTube. Like us, love us, subscribe. That's it.
Y'all, man, go out and enjoy some films, man. Enjoy yourself. Have fun.
Enjoy yourself, man. Have a nice one. So we about to go hang out a little bit. Y'all have a good day. Film Freaks forever. Love.